Today we're going to be making a self-portrait project. We always begin the year with this because we find it fun to think about what did we do this summer and what kind of self-portrait are we going to make this year. So self-portrait is essentially a picture of yourself. It's kind of like a selfie. And you can see here we have the famous Miss Mona Lisa that we love to see in the classroom. And we have a person using their cell phone as a selfie. We also have Mr. Vincent van Gogh, who he did a very famous self-portrait, and you might know him for his Starry Night. He loves his big brush strokes and has done over 36 different self-portraits using all sorts of expressions and tries to convey a mood through color. But what we're going to do this year is we're going to be making a self-portrait as a troll. So we're going to make ourselves into a troll. Last year we actually did Minions, year before we did Legos, but this year we're doing trolls. So what do you notice about their personality? If we look around, we can see all the different characters. We see Poppy and this rock and roll troll. We see Branch. We see some classical music, techno, country, jazz. We have all sorts of different types of trolls. We think about a lot of times what you wear and how you look kind of shows something about your personality. So take a look at these different trolls and think, what do each troll look like? What type of person would they be? So also one thing that really helps that is our accessories. So let's take a look at these trolls and look at their accessories. That really helps define who they are. And we notice that they're wearing some different glasses. They have stuff in their hair. They're all different color. Some wear dresses. Some have a guitar, sunglasses, and all different shapes and sizes. So think about what accessories you might have if you were a troll. Now, remember, we're all unique and we want to have fun with this. So let's try to think about, what kind of troll would we be? So from here now, we're going to get our sketchbooks and our pencils and we're going to start drawing the different troll shapes and think about what type of personality, what type of accessories, hairstyles, and different things are going to make us unique and look different from everyone else. And then afterwards, we're going to virtually share them so we can see all the different trolls in the whole entire school, all the way down from kindergarten, all the way up to 5th grade. Hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you soon with our sketchbook.
All right, so now we're going to start making our troll. We want to think about what our troll would look like if they were us. So if we were a troll, what are some of the things that we'd look like? So we're going to start out with our paper, and if you don't have your sketchbook, you can just get a plain piece of paper. And first we're going to draw the troll. Make sure you have a pencil as well. And if you ever need to stop, you can hit the pause button and get the things you need. All right, so for our troll, everyone's going to have the same basic shape and the same basic size. So I like to draw some lines. So let's put our hand down on our paper. And I'm going to put a little line at the top of my finger here. So I know this is the top of the troll. And I'm going to put a line down here, kind of the base of my hand. So I have 2 lines. So our troll is going to be about this big. The next thing is, this is kind of going to be the hair of the troll. So let's do about 4 or maybe 5 fingers. If you have little fingers, mine are big fingers. So I'm doing 4 fingers. You might want to do 4 or 5. And this is going to be the hair of the troll. So go ahead and do your lines. We have one up here, here, and here. And again, look, it's just the top of your fingers, the bottom down here. And I did 4 fingers this way and did another little line down here. The next part is the face. We're going to do about, you're going to do 4 fingers. I'm going to do 3 fingers. 3 or 4 fingers. I have big fingers, so you might need forks if you have little fingers, or 3. And this is going to be the face area, and down here is going to be the body. So this is going to give us an idea of how big our troll is going to be. So before we start drawing these fun parts, we got to think about, what is our troll going to look like? These are some examples. You do not need to use any of these, but if you'd like to, you're welcome to. So let's look at the hair. This is where we're going to start, is making the hair on our head. And you've noticed here with some of the hair, I have different fun ones, all sorts of things. And again, you can make whatever you like. Now, I normally wear my hair in a braid. So I'm going to kind of do a braid type hair. So remember, this is the top of the head, and we're going to make our hair kind of come up from it. So actually, I'm going to pause. Let's go ahead and do our face first, because then that way we might need our hair to come up differently. So let's look at the face here. think about a shape you want to do. It can just be a simple shape. It can be bumps and then cute little ears on the side. So your base is going to start here. So I'm just going to do a simple kind of oval down to this bottom line and back up. And notice it's an oval here and it's a little bit sticking out here, but it's okay. I like it. Just keep going with it. We try not to erase too much because then we need those lines to help us figure out where we're going to go from there. And we can always erase later if we like, but we also can call it a beautiful oops. All right, so the next thing is we're going to do the ears on the side. And you can see I have some different ears here that you can do. You can just do little ones that stick out, ones that curve. So I'm going to do mine out to this side like this, and I'm going to do a little S on the inside. And mine are going to go out to the side like this, and a backwards S on this side. Now from here, we are finally ready to do our hair. So we'll go back to this. I'm going to do that braid, but now I know I want to kind of go right around here from the ears. So I'm going to go up like this for mine. And again, you can do any type of hair. You can make it spiky, anything you desire. So mine's going to go up like this, like it's coming together for a braid. I'm just going to go like bump, 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 bump. And I went a little past line. That's okay. Maybe do a little up, down at the end. I might even put a little decorative thing there if you guys want to add some little things to your hair. If you guys want to put some accessories in, we're going to get to that later with hats and stuff to add them more. And I can just leave my hair like this, or if I want bangs, I could also add some bangs, and like here's some spiky ones, here's some ones like this, like that, or leave it like that. All right, so the next step, once we're done, if you need to hit pause and go ahead, and then otherwise you can come along with me. So I'm going to add a few little things to my hair, these little lines. They help it look like it's strands. And I'm going to do some little ones in there as well. So it kind of gives the idea of hair. I'm now going to go to my eyes, nose, and mouth. So here are some different eyes we can look at. And again, you can pick one of these or you can do something different. Not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do something like this. So I'm going to go in here, and they could be together, touching. They could be apart. They could be little. They could be big. So I made 2 circles. I did a little bit of thicker part up here and then a little spike, spike, and a spike, and a spike. And again, you might do something different. Eyebrows can be all different shapes and sizes. They give like different effects. I'm going to do a nice little big rectangle eyebrow here and here. And I forgot on the inside, I'm going to do the letter U for the inside of my eyes. All right, now I'm going to make my nose, and I'm going to make a circle and then a little bump and a bump for my nose. And here's some other ones you can choose from. Big, small, whatever size you like. And now I'm going to think about my mouth, what my mouth might look like. And I think I kind of want to smile, but you know, I in real life have freckles. So maybe I'll do a little smile like this. And this is the bump for my tongue. And hey, I might give a little smirk there. And I'm going to do some dots here because I have freckles. All right, so go ahead and hit the pause. If you're not up to speed, I don't want you to rush. You can take your time. You just click on the screen, hit pause, and then when you're ready to go the next step, hit pause, unpause again. And then we'll go to the next step. All right, so for the next step, we're going to start thinking about our clothes. We're working down here, and then we'll add the fun stuff later. So here's some different clothes. Again, you can choose whatever you'd like. This is me, so I'm going to make myself have kind of the shape going down. I like wearing pants, but I might make a dress and pants. I don't know. So I'm just going to come down right here, and you can come down this way as well. And we just kind of bring it down like this and down like this. And you can bring it across here if you like. And then I'm going to bring down further another line here like we're making long L's. Long L's. Then I'm bringing it in and up, in and down. And you be creative with your clothes, whichever clothes you like. And again, this could be a girl or boy clothes. You can make a vest out of this. You can make shorts. You can put your arms any directions. I'm going to make it now kind of into like a dress type thing with a button. And I might add some fun designs on it. Again, that's totally up to you. I might add some pockets to my pants. Maybe some more designs down here. Just trying to make it fun. So I'm going to pause for a second while you guys are kind of doing your next little steps. And we're thinking about the next thing is our arms and then our feet. So once you're done drawing all that stuff, and if you want to go back and do details later, you can. We're going to go ahead and do the arms. So my arms, now I didn't show this example before, but I'll show it now. Here are some other examples of like trolls that you can make yourself into. These are some ones that I kind of drew with different fun hair. Some are funny, some are cool, some are mischievous, all different types. And I was just kind of thinking, what kind of arms do I want? Do I want them sticking out to the side? Do I want them waving? Do I want them holding something? All right, so I'm going to go back over here so we can see something. So I'm going to make mine with my arm out to the side like this. So I go out and back. And then I do a little boop, boop. So it's almost like your arm is like on your hip. And then here I'm just going to go like that with the line and that back. It makes it look like you're putting your elbow sticking out and your arm's on your hip. And then on this side, I'm actually just going to put my arm down to the ground. And I think trolls only have 4 fingers and back because I want to hold a palette because that's my favorite thing when I do accessories. I want a paintbrush and a palette. All right, so now let's go to the feet. You can just draw little troll feet. You can draw them with like roller skates or shoes or high heels. I'm just going to make little troll feet, but again, you can do whatever you like. So my troll feet are just going to come out. I'm going to put little toes and then back up. Very simple. Out here, toes, and back up. Now for the fun part, you want to add some fun different accessories. And you can see I have some here, and I always have to wear glasses. So I definitely know I'm going to put some glasses on. I don't know what kind of glasses. And then I might want like a flower in my hair, or I definitely want to hold a paintbrush and some different things. So at this point in time, now let's decorate our troll with some accessories. So I'm going to get mine here, and I'm making a paint palette. And again, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you like. Right, and maybe in this hand I'm going to put, I don't even know how I draw this, but well, sticking out here, and maybe a little paint there on the end. And then in my hair, maybe I want a pretty flower. Maybe I want more than one flower. All right, and I forgot the glasses. I have square glasses. And you don't have to do what you really have. You can do whatever you'd like. So I'm going to make my glasses. All right, so now at this point in time, you definitely want to pause so you can make your troll super unique and add all these fun things that totally make the troll look like you. So hit the pause button and go ahead and add your last little details. Now, if we are getting at the end of the session, you're ready to do your last little bits. Our last thing that we are going to do is we're going to outline the troll. And we're going to start that actually in our next session. So we are done for today, and on your asynchronous week is when you'll do it. So I'm going to put this little thing here that says that we're done. So today is the end of our live session, and then the next part 2 is going to start. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is the asynchronous part 2 of our lesson, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our troll, finishing the details and doing this. All right, so if you have a color pencil or crayon, we're going to use color pencils or crayons for this. The first thing I like to do is I actually like to kind of outline my troll, and I like to get a black crayon or color pencil. Color pencil or even a pen actually is kind of preferred. To get like a nice good line. So I'm going to take my color pencil and I'm going to push hard, and I just realized I did it in blue. That's okay. Let me try to find my black one. All right, I think I got it. Now we're going to go ahead and go with outlining. And I'll be honest, I actually pushed hard with my silver, so I am barely seeing this black, but that's okay. I'm just kind of going on top. It's called tracing. We're going over our lines, so it really just makes our troll stand out. Sometimes I even use a marker to do this, but you can use a color pencil or a marker, or just doing it so it kind of pops a little bit. All right, so at this point in time, I'm just going to continue going over this, and if I go too fast and it takes you longer, then you can always hit the pause button and do it on your own. Okay, so almost done. Getting my feet, arms. And you know what? Whoops, I didn't go exactly over my lines, but I tried my best, doing the best I can here. I think I forgot my nose. Maybe this part of the glasses. Like I said, I did my first set of lines really dark, so it's hard for me to see the difference. And again, if you have to pause it at this point in time, you can definitely pause it. Now the next step is we're going to color in our troll. And let's leave the background till later. I'm going to have you decide what kind of a background you want to draw. So I'm going to take my color pencils and we're going to work on a technique, but I'm going to show you in the background first. So let's pretend that we're going to draw our trolls on some grass. Okay, I want you to go not at the feet. I want you to go a little bit up here and get a green pencil or crayon, whatever you have. And I want you to push really hard and draw a line here. Pick up your pencil, bring it over here, pick up and put it down and across. So we have this nice hard line. So we're going to start by pushing this really hard, really hard. And try not to get it on our troll. I'm trying just to do the ground. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get two different colors out of this one green pencil. It's called shading and value. All right, so I'm pushing really hard, pushing really hard, pushing really hard. And now I'm going to go lighter. Now I'm not really pushing hard at all. And you can hopefully, you can see I kind of have like two colors of green. It's a darker one up here and it's a lighter one up down here. So when you color in your troll, I want you to think about, how can I color some areas in lighter and some areas in darker? So I'm going to start coloring my troll in. And I don't know what color troll I would be. I think I'd be blue because I like the color blue. So I'm going to go in with blue and I'm going to first lightly color in my face. So think about what color your troll might be and shade. Notice I'm pushing my pencil. I'm not holding it straight up and down because I want to break the tip. I'm putting the pencil down on its side and I'm kind of lightly going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Okay, pencil on its side. We're doing a nice, good drawing. I'm going in the nose. Try not to go in my mouth, but if I do, it's okay, guys. We just try our best. That's all that matters. All right, and then I have to go in my glasses a little bit, and I went in my eyeball, but again, that's okay. Now notice my face is blue. I need to do my arms blue, and I probably need to do my feet blue. Now, after you color your skin, I want you to try something with me. Since we did it light and we didn't push too hard, I want you to go along the edge of your face here and then kind of push a little bit harder. Just this side and down a little. I don't want you to go in the whole thing, just a little bit. Notice that's making me get a little more dimension, make it look three-dimensional. Let's go down the side a little bit more and maybe right over to here. So it's almost like you can see there's like two different colors. And now in your ears where that little S is, why don't you go ahead and push a little bit harder. This is called shadowing. All right, now around our nose, we're going to push harder here and here to kind of get more color. And then around our arm, right inside, if you have some arm crevices, and if you didn't do it like mine, go ahead. You can draw a little bit differently. Let's just get some shadowing. All right, and my feet, I'm going to push hard around the bottoms of my feet. There we go. So you can see I have a few different colors. All right, so while we color this in, we want to keep that in mind. Drawing light first because you can always push harder later. All right, so now I'm going to go and try and do my hair, which I think I'm going to have orange hair. So I'm going to go nice and light. So why don't you guys go ahead and try to start coloring your hair. And if you want to color something differently and you don't want to follow with me, that's okay. You can go ahead and color whatever part you're ready with. So I'm going to color my hair and I'm going to show you one more step and then I'm going to let you go on your own and color everything in. All right, so I'm coloring. Okay, now the next part is I'm going to push hard here around the outsides and some of the strands on the insides. So again, I'm just going around the outsides here and pushing hard with my orange to kind of give it some more depth. And then some of those little hair strands on the inside as well. Okay, now the next part is you guys are going to go ahead and color in the rest of the troll. So I'm actually going to color along and then I'll eventually hit pause. And if I color too fast and you want to go ahead and hit the pause button, you can, and then you can come back. All right, so I'm going to start coloring here. And all my color pencils are from the school supplies. And if you need to use markers, you can. If you need to use crayons, you can. I just prefer to use color pencils, but that's totally up to you. You can use whatever material you like. So I'm going to start coloring in my clothes. Okay, remember that technique where we can push and do it harder and softer. I'm going to add some of that detailing around the outsides of my clothes, because normally your clothes wrap around your body. When they do, it actually gives a shadow and they tend to get a little darker. So I'm going to push a little harder there. I guess that neck is probably my skin color, so I probably should do the blue. And I'm going to push a little harder because that's underneath my chin, so it's probably a shadow, so it's going to be a darker blue. Go ahead and do my pants. Don't want to do green because I don't want it to match the background. I'll just get a brown. And I'm holding my pencil sideways, shading it nice and light. I'm going to push harder for some of the other parts. Do my paint palette. Paintbrush, don't forget that. All right, getting close. So I'm going to go ahead and do my mouth. Forgot my eyebrows. I push nice and dark blue for my eyebrows. Although, you know, they probably should have matched my hair, but oops, it's okay. I'm going to go in and do the glasses. I'm getting close to being done. Go ahead and do some of these flowers, these pretty flowers in my hair. Starting to look like a pretty cool troll. How about you? I can't wait to see all yours once you turn them in. Can't wait to see what you look like. All right, so I'm pretty much done with coloring in my troll and almost finished. So the last thing is I want you to make a fun background. Anything you want. So if you're not done with your troll at this point in time, you want to hit the pause button. So go ahead and just push the video on your screen. Just tap your screen and it'll pause and then finish coloring your troll. Once you're done coloring your troll, come on back and hit unpause. Now, let's think about the background. Where does my troll want to be? Does it want to be at school? Does it want to be in the desert? Does it want to be in a forest? Does it want to be a tree in the background? So I want you to go ahead and think about what you're going to draw in the background, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to make mine I want to be painting outside. So I'm going to actually make an art easel for mine. But again, at this point in time, you're doing whatever you like in the background. You do not have to follow what I am doing. You can totally make it your own. But I'm just going to draw a little art easel in the background. Pretend I'm starting to paint. Maybe I'll just leave it like that and color it in later. I'm going to draw some different things in the background as well. Maybe I just want a little tree. I normally start my trees off like this, and then I slightly shade in my bark, and then I come in and I push harder. I like to go in this motion because bark all looks different. I'm starting to shade that in. I can do all sorts of trees. I can do branches. I can just do fun like Dr. Seuss trees or like all bubbly. I can add different things. I'm just going to make a big bushy tree. So I'm just going to do these little shapes like this all around. And I'm just going to shade it like this. And then I like to go back in and push a little harder and shade a little more. And actually too, sometimes a tree, it's more than one color. And I might even go in a circular motion as well. I might add some yellow in my tree. If I have a different color green, I might add some different color green, add some color to my tree. Then I'm going to think about the sky in the background, and I'm going to go ahead and color in my background as well. First thing you think about the sky, I might just do some clouds up there with little cloud sun peeking out. And remember your shading techniques and adding other colors in, because definitely the sun isn't just orange. It's all sorts of colors when you look at it, but don't actually look at the sun because we wouldn't want to do that. That would hurt your poor eyes. Okay, so now let's go ahead and shade the background. I'm just going very light with my blue because then I'll look like I am the background because I'm a blue troll. All right, so just shading nice and light. Almost finished. And you can keep going with this. You can keep adding different things. You might want to like add birds in the background. Maybe you want to add little bumblebees and bugs flying around, their antennas. Maybe you want to add flowers on the ground. Not sure exactly what you want to do, but at this point in time, you can go ahead and hit the pause button and finish up your background because I am almost done. All right, let's say I'm finished and I'm done. It's good to go. So at this point in time, you're going to want to upload it to your Schoology site. So go ahead and you can find out the directions how to do that. If you've never done it before, the first few times, Ms. Merle is going to take you through it. So now we are done with our trolls, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.